Coming up on Hands on Tech, they say all phones fold, but only a few unfold. Finally, a folding phone worth your money. Next on Hands on Tech.
This is TWiT.
Hello, everybody. Leo Laporte for Hands on Tech. You know, there's a certain sameness to smartphones. Going back to 2007 and the first Apple iPhone, this is the latest, the iPhone 12 Pro Max. They're slabs of glass. They're monoliths. They're physical and you know, physically just a brick. And if you have a smartphone, you're kind of like everybody else who has a smartphone. So it's kind of fun to see something a little new, a little different. Samsung has developed, as you know, a folding screen technology. And they, along with a couple of others, have been putting these folding screens into phones. We're now at the third generation of the Samsung Flip. No, this is not a Game Boy Advance. This is an actual smartphone that's just a little different from the rest of the world. The Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 3. That's a big name for a little phone. It's next to the iPhone 12 Pro Max. You can see that folded up. It's compact, small enough you could just pop it into your jacket pocket instead of a pocket square, or carry it in a purse, or even in the back pocket of your jeans. I love how compact that is. When it's unfolded, it's the full size of a phone. This is basically a little smaller. It's kind of one of those taller aspect ratios, but about the size of the iPhone 12, maybe a little bit thinner and a little bit taller. I have to say, yes, you can see the little crease in there. You know, that is a folding screen. But boy, look at it. If you don't see the crease, it's a beautiful phone. It works really well. It's smooth. It's fast. It's Samsung's version of Android. I have to say, this is the first folding phone, and I've had the Galaxy Fold as well, that really makes sense to me. Instead of a normal size, thick phone that opens up to an almost tablet size, what about just a little convenient pocket square that unfolds to a normal size phone? I think with the Flip 3, Samsung has finally got it right. This has everything you'd expect. In fact, I'm going to let Jason Howell do the full review of both the new Samsung Z Fold 3 and the Flip 3. But I wanted to give you kind of my take on it. This is exactly what you'd want. If you've been thinking about a folding phone, this is one to look at. Now, the price is high. It's $1,000. But note, Samsung's being very generous with trade-ins. I actually was able to trade in last year's Z Fold and get about $600 or $700 off. So this cost me a little less than $400. That's nice. I mean, now that makes this pretty accessible. I also got a Samsung, with the pre-orders anyway, was offering a lot of freebies. So I got this leather case for free. Let me take it off so you can actually see the phone. I like it even better with a leather case. But without it, you can see it's very thin. It's very small. It isn't exactly folded in half. It's a little bit more like a clothespin shape. And actually, that gap kind of worries me. But if you put on the leather case, it disappears. And this becomes just this nice kind of, I don't know, I feel like this is kind of an executive phone. Something for somebody who doesn't want to show off, but wants to be a little bit different. Now you don't see the clothespin gap nearly as much. It looks like it's just, you know, a phone folded in half. As they say, all phones fold, but only a few of them unfold. This is one that does. Fingerprint, face recognition, PIN, unlock. I like fingerprint, especially in these days of masks. To be able to just put my finger against the start, or the screen on and off button is great. Here's the rocker for volume. Some people have dinged this phone for the camera. Yeah, it's not S21-like. It doesn't have 100x zoom. It's more like the S20. 2 lenses, a wide and a regular lens. I think the image quality is great, and you get all the features that Samsung offers in its latest phones. If you tap the More button, you'll see AR, things I'll never use, AR, doodle, food shots, night shots, portrait video. I just took a few stills in a normal fashion, and they look great. The videos are good, too.
Hey, everybody, it's time for Dick DeBartolo and the GizFizz.
This is, you know, a very capable smartphone with all the features you'd want. If there's any complaint at all, this is Samsung's One UI, which is very usable. I used to use third-party launchers, but this is fine. This is even the widget that Samsung provides for the weather and the time. If there's any complaint, it's that Samsung installs a lot of Samsung-y kind of apps that duplicate the existing Google apps, and it makes it kind of confusing for me. Should I use Google Fit or Samsung's Health app? Should I use Google's Android messages or Samsung's Android messages? And unfortunately, the Android messages and the Samsung messages icons are so similar, you have to really think twice before you even know what you're doing. That's Samsung's messages and that's Google's, or is that Google's Anyway, I don't like this duplication. This is something that's been a problem with a lot of Samsung phones, all Samsung phones for years. At least they aren't messing too much with a basic Android. The UI is a little different on the quick widgets. If you look at the Gear, Samsung has its own settings, which are a little bit at odds with what Google does. But if you're an Android user, you're probably very used to how Samsung does it. I think this is a great phone. If you can get a deal, Samsung has promised that they're going to give you security updates for, I think, 3 years, maybe even more. So you don't have to worry about it being as secure as a Google phone. And I really think this folding form factor makes a lot of sense. Here's the small front screen. It'll show you time. If you have a calendar appointment, that'll pop up there. It'll also, you can put some backgrounds on that. It's really just a little clock that you can have on the table. And notice it's not always on. You have to tap it to get the time. But again, I kind of like that. I think this is very elegant. Boring old slab phone or fancy new folding phone? I kind of like the folding phone. Samsung's Galaxy Flip 3. If you can get a good trade-in for it, I highly recommend it. I think folding phones have finally come into their own. Not the thick phone that unfolds into a tablet, but the little pocket square that unfolds into the standard smartphone. They've done a good job on this. That's Hands on Tech. I'm Leo Laporte. Stay tuned, by the way. Coming up in coming weeks, Jason Howell of All About Android will have his full review of the Flip and the Z. And he'll also talk about the watch. Another, by the way, good, I think, candidate to replace your Apple Watch. If you're looking to get out of the Apple ecosystem, this is a pretty nice pair. Apple doesn't have anything like it. Thanks for watching. See you next time on Hands on Tech. No ads, just the content. That's what you get when you join Club TWiT. You even get extras like TWiT Plus, our new bonus feed just for members, and exclusive access to the Club TWiT Discord community. Join now for just $7 a month and support TWiT as we continue to create top-notch podcasts you expect and deserve. We're just getting started, so be one of the first to join as we build Club TWiT from the ground up. You could be an early member. Go to twit.tv/clubtwit to learn more and sign up now. Thanks. Keep up with all the hottest tech news and gadgets. Visit twit.tv. There you'll be able to find and subscribe to all our tech shows. Thanks for watching Hands on Tech.